Hello and welcome everybody to, I believe that this is episode 11 of the L.O.D Perspective. I'm glad Lou's nodding his head for a second there. I couldn't let you remember. So just a few things to get over before we actually crack on with the show. Yes, this is a very big episode. A big episode. It's a very special episode where I'm going to be asking Lou a few questions about his gaming experience, about his just in gaming in general, about him, mainly even in the gaming community, of course. As well as you can probably tell, is that it's only just two of us of the LED perspective. Paul is not here with us. He is currently getting rat-arsed in Blackpool.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Okay. I know I got it wrong last time by saying Liverpool. So he's not here with us. He'll be back next time. And the third thing is that we don't actually have a pro account to Zoom. So what's going to happen is that when the 40 minutes is finished, I'm going to get a little notification saying it'll be finishing in about 5 minutes or whatever. So we're going to have to cut it short. And then when it comes to the show, which you'll be listening to, we're going to have to literally put the other recording in. So it's going to be an absolute ball ache for someone who's going to be recording it. It's probably going to be me. Um, and of course, the fourth thing is that this was going to be live stream. We were going to live stream and everything, but unfortunate events did happen over here in the United Kingdom. Her Majesty the Queen, Queen Elizabeth, unfortunately passed away last Thursday. And of course, out of respect, Lou and I, we just thought it'd be pretty shit timing, didn't we?
We not only didn't do the live stream, but we also cancelled the show. We had a show that was going to come out and we cancelled.
Yes,
It will be
absolutely.
coming out. It will be out by the time this comes up. But me, Paul, and Tom all agreed that in respect to the Queen, it was the least we could do. I stopped streaming. Paul stopped streaming. Dazzy stopped streaming. Sit down to game, stop streaming, and no, I think that was it. And
But
we
quite a few
decided
people,
not to do the LOD.
as what Lou said, it was the most respectful thing that we could do. It'll be a bad taste in our mouth if we were to do a live stream, wasn't
We did think about it, but we've
it?
got that thing called a heart.
I mean, that thing is quite rare nowadays, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, I've seen
Yeah,
some interesting people in this world
they really
and
are.
lost a lot of respect to some as well.
Oh, Twitter's an absolute piss take. Just
Wasn't
get
just to her, it was everywhere.
I mean,
Disgusting.
well, yeah, it is a pretty shit thing because, yeah, be whatever your opinion is on the royal family, it's an unfortunate event what happened. Anyway, moving on to episode 11. Uh,
Should we,
okay,
just for a laugh,
go on. Then.
sing him happy birthday?
I think we should actually. I think we should, Lou. Okay, you ready?
Okay.
Sorry, Paul.
Hey, okay. 3, 2, 1. Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday to
to
you.
you. Happy
Happy birthday to
birthday to
you.
you.
Happy
Happy
birthday,
birthday,
dear
dear
Paul.
Paul.
Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday
to
to
you.
you.
Nice harmony right there. And of course, you may be thinking, what the fuck was that? Our syncs not fully in time. So when I start singing, Lou kicks in like a note or two after me, so I'm like ha ha, and I could tell Lou's doing the exact same. But Paul, we
Oh,
hope
that,
you enjoyed that, didn't we?
yeah, he's gonna sit there going, oh my God,
Oh, that is
the
going to be.
best birthday message ever.
Oh my God, what
He's
else
gonna
does he
cry
want?
while he's listening to it.
Cry with like joy or cry from.
Cry with depression. Oh, it's almost ruined that song forever.
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So, Lewis, Venomous
Yes.
AK. We forget about Paul for this week. He's not here. Fuck the guy. So it's all
Yeah,
about
fuck
you.
him.
Fuck that man. He's not even here. He's too busy getting pissed. How dare he?
Exactly.
Oh,
Selfish
so
bastard.
I know, selfish, absolute selfish, selfish, selfish. Could have been here talking to you about you, but no. Anyway, hey, first question for you, Lou. Just a quick one, nice, easy one to ease you
Hmm.
into this.
Okay.
Um, Now, of course, as everybody on the video can see, and everyone who follows Lou on Twitter, his Twitter handle and his Twitch stream, and pretty much your username in general is Venomous AK or Venomous. I can never do what Paul does, but you know.
Vena
However,
Mouse, he calls
Vino
me.
Mouse, that was it. Vino Mouse AK. Now, how did you come up with that? Because when I first met you, when you joined BG4G Hub, you know, you were always venomous, Venom, as I would, shorten it down to. So, has that always been your username? How did you come up with that, and why did
So
it stick?
I've had two usernames in my lifetime before Venomous AK.
Hmm.
Um, I used to be called Karmic Raccoon,
I'm
which
sorry.
Xbox Karmic Raccoon, like caramel, Karmic
Oh, yeah,
Raccoon.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Xbox gave it to me, and I just thought, yeah, yeah, fuck it, I'll keep that. And then I got banned for racism.
For Karmic Raccoon.
Yeah, because
Oh my God. So
and I was like,
Xbox got
what
you
the
banned.
yeah, Xbox banned me for the name they gave me. And I was like, you taking a fucking piss. Like, this was your name that you gave me. The starting name. You called me Karmic Raccoon and then I get banned? How's that fair? So obviously I had to make a new account.
Yeah.
And I didn't make that till I got a Xbox One, I think. Yeah. And as I was a kid growing up, I was very tall. And I was always under as tall dream.
Tall Dream.
Tall dream. Because I
Okay.
was always tall.
Yeah.
And as I was growing up, I my brothers got me into Spider-Man, and I always had a fascination with Venom. It was just awesome, such a wicked character.
Like
The idea
badass
of
type thing.
a normal person being affected by a darker side, like a conscience that took over. It was interesting. It was wicked. It was like alien. It was just so cool to look at.
Mm.
So
Especially
as a
especially as a
kid,
kid.
I always, even as in school, people used to call me Venom. I was Venom,
Because you love
and
Venom that much.
yeah, I was Venom.
That is
So
incredible.
and because I could do I could talk like him.
Can you still do it?
Yeah,
Could you give us a little? That's quite creepy, dude. That is actually quite
yeah.
creepy.
If anyone that follows me on Instagram, I actually did it was a filter that made you have Venom's face, and I
Oh yeah,
did
yeah.
all the. I'll show you.
Oh my God. For those who are like listening, uh that is literally Venom's face, but it's Lou on his Instagram. That's fucking creepy, dude. I oh my God. That is absolutely beautiful. Wow. All right. Okay.
So I could do Venom, or I can do Venom.
Yeah, yeah. And what about the AK? How did that?
So, have you seen the film Ghost Rider? The first Ghost Rider, the one with Nicolas Cage?
I've seen bits of the one with Nicolas Cage. I mainly played the game when I was younger.
Mm. So in the film, when he becomes the Rider,
Hmm.
right, he turns into Ghost Rider, and he basically is completely on fire, and he sees his bike, and the first thing he does is he touches his bike. But what he does is when he touches his bike, he kind of changes it.
So
which
it like
turns it
transforms it.
into, yeah, it transforms it into that sick skull on fire Harley Davidson.
Yeah,
And it just, the chopper just looked amazing. And I always thought, what if Venom were to touch one of the most top assault rifles out there? Obviously, this was a long time ago. So
the
if he were to
AK-47.
touch an AK-47, what kind of weapon would that turn into? So my name is based on what if Venom was a weapon.
That is incredible.
So the venomous AK.
That sounds like it should be a skin on a game, dude.
Thank
For
you.
like, that actually sounds very badass now that I know the backstory of it.
So
To be
yeah,
fair,
my name is set on Venom and a weapon. So a dangerous character and a dangerous weapon put
mm,
together.
I mean, geez, you cannot get more dangerous than that. Venom and an AK-47 combined. Jeez, dude. Wow. Um, that's incredible. That is absolutely incredible from your love of Venom, and I'm assuming just like Marvel in general as well. That name of Venom just stuck with you.
Yeah,
Was that
I
because
was
like,
so obsessed with it that
and how old were you when that name stuck?
I was in year 5.
Year five. So I'm trying to think. I would have been like 10, so 10, that age bracket.
9. I'm a
Yeah.
lot younger than you, so
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Sorry.
you're 27, so I'd have been 8.
Ah, yeah, yeah. No, that makes sense. Incredible. So, would you say then that
Wait, are you 27 this year or next year?
I'm turning 27 this year?
Yeah,
I,
so I was 8.
I,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So obviously you had this massive obsession with Venom growing up and
Yeah, even
everything.
to this day, I've still got like the posters on the wall, and my girlfriend, like, I've got pop figures. She even got me this. I haven't showed anyone this before.
So this is the first reveal now of Lewis's ass crack.
I'm into Lego. I have one of the best pieces of Lego you can get.
Oh,
Me and her built this together.
that is incredible. For those listening on the podcast, Lewis is holding up a Lego Marvel Venom face. That is incredible. It's 3D and everything with a tongue sticking out. That is immense, man. And did
It's
you
one of
say,
my, yeah, Megan bought it for me.
and
It was one
Megan
of
got
the,
that for you?
yeah, one of the first gifts she got me.
That is incredible. That's how you know
And
you
if
got.
you,
That's how you know you got a
hang
good
on,
woman.
and
We've got a lovely shot of Lewis's
I have
bed.
a my obsession is so strong.
Yeah.
She bought me the controller holder.
Oh, that's incredible. That is just
So I
amazing.
am obsessed with Venom.
Any particular reason for Venom other than the whole possessed
Well, I
thing?
was always into Spider-Man, but
Mm,
for some reason, Venom just,
took over.
yeah, it's about a guy that got completely fucked over, and to the point where he met something that hated as much as he did, and they worked together to kill and destroy their enemies.
Mm. And that just kind of stuck with you.
Yeah, growing up with a lot of, see, I was bullied in school when I was very young, for being unfortunately white was one of the reasons.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was bullied for racism. So
See,
I was bullied for being the color that I was,
that's
because I
quite,
went to a school where the majority were of different ethnicities, and I was one of the only white boys.
yeah. No, you see, that's kind of a unique thing, really, because, and I don't want to sound wrong here, but usually you hear racism from the other from the other side.
Mm.
So that's quite interesting to hear. Of course, I'm ever so sorry to hear that you
So
went
it,
through that.
so I went through it in secondary school to the point where I got, actually, I was actually killed.
I'm sorry?
I actually died.
For like a certain amount of time, and then I'm assuming they brought you back a
They
lot
brought
like to
me
life.
back.
Whoa, is there a God?
There's definitely something because I saw a light.
Oh my God, and I've had all this time where I didn't believe just
It was scary because
yeah,
um this is why I don't trust people as well. He used to be a friend.
backstabbed.
Yeah, and one day he just changed. And it's happened a few times. That's why I'm very careful who I'm friends with now.
Mm.
I mean, my best friend from when I was a kid, I hate him with a passion. Would wish
Today.
today. If he died tomorrow, I won't care.
Yeah,
Even
because
about our childhood and stuff. He's just a horrible person. He does things that would turn your stomach.
ah, I mean, when
And
it comes to stuff like that, in my personal opinion, I think what you're saying is kind of justified if they've done so much wrong to you.
so I'll tell you the first one.
Go ahead.
He he jumped me when I wasn't looking.
For any reason?
Um, he's just didn't. He fell out with my cousin, and that was it. I got hurt,
Oh,
but
look,
I
I'm so
got
sorry, mate.
jumped, and I couldn't do anything because I didn't see it coming.
Yeah.
All I heard was my name, and as I turned around, he hit me. Um, as I hit the floor, he stamped on my chest and stomach. And while I was trying to breathe, he crushed my windpipe,
Oh my God, Lou.
and he kicked the living fuck out of me, and to the point where I had to stop breathing, and I died.
Jeez, if you don't mind me asking, how long were you out for?
5 minutes, they said.
Yeah. So so ever since that unfortunate thing happened to you, and of course the bullying side of things, that's kind of where you got your connection with like Venom in some way.
Sort of, yeah,
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 not necessarily directly connection with the character Venom, but in that sort of sense, with like the second I'm drawing a blank here, like the second subconscious taking over type thing
yeah.
because of all that things happened to you.
Because of the things that's happened to me, I unfortunately have severe mental health issues to the point where it's built up over the years.
When you so obviously it's built up. So obviously when you say build up, it's grew the mental
Yeah.
health side of things. Um, Obviously that's gone from mild to worse. How are you doing? Going back to video games, how are you doing when like for me personally, video games are a great way to just like get away from stress, from anxiety, from all that type of thing, to relieve stress, to relieve anger. I mean, I'm gonna assume that video games and the particular genre that you're interested in helps you to cope with that side of things as well.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yes, video games have saved my life.
Wow. So because they are literally like an outlet for you.
Helps me escape.
Mm.
Also helps me be creative.
Channeling
See,
your
I
creative
don't
side.
like my anger or my mental health. And if I see someone struggling, I tend to I'm not someone that really cares about myself. But if I see someone struggling with the same thing, I will help them. Like the other day, I see someone struggling with some mental health, and if you have a look on my Twitter, I always put up now and then if you're suffering depression or anything, my DMs are always open.
I remember
And
I
some
remember.
people do message me going, "Oh, can we chat? Just need a friend," and I am there for them.
And
And I
that's
have
really
made friends through it. But it's the same as like Paul has been for me, and you have been for me. Like when I'm struggling, I call Paul.
yeah. That's absolutely fantastic that because of your love of gaming and because you were able to build up a rapport, a platform where you're able to say, "Hey, if anyone needs me, I'm always here." That's such a fantastic thing for you to do, and such a
Mm,
selfless thing for you to do as well. And really, that should just be admired, and you should be applauded for that, Lou.
thank you.
Um, seriously, you really should, because not only are you like obviously battling what's going on with you and trying to make sure that you're getting better every day, but the fact you're there reaching out to people, giving them a chance to speak, you know, obviously that whole type of good deed that you do must outweigh the angst that you have towards yourself. Because obviously, obviously everyone who I can't say everyone. That's just a terrible phrase for me to say. But if I'm assuming if you're in that position, the anger that you feel, you're not gonna like it whatsoever, are you? So I imagine you're not alone in that, and the fact that you're able to like
Yeah.
just be there for a load of other people. I mean, I know I'm there for you. I'm always going to be there for you, even when I left BG4G and the game community.
Yeah,
I've
we
always
stayed
kept
in touch.
we stayed in touch every now and then, and of course I'm always here for you, dude. But the fact that you're able to like call Paul whenever you need him, and he's there, and I'm assuming he always answers.
Sometimes it depends. I call him sometimes when he's at work, and he'll
Yeah,
be like, "Oh, I can't answer, mate. What's up?" And then I say, "It's fine."
yeah. But the fact that is that you were able to through the gaming community as well, because at least through me, and I'm assuming through Paul, you were able to oh bloody hell, we got 10 minutes.
I just
Fuck.
see it pop
Has it
up.
just come up for you?
Should we just quickly cut it off here, then we can come back on?
Yeah, we'll cut it off here and we'll come back to like your gaming community. Be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Recording in progress. Okay, we are back. Part two of chatting with Lou. Now, before we went, because of we're both stingy fucks and we didn't pay for up for a pro, we get a little time limit. So, as we were talking beforehand, you met me and Paul throughout the gaming community. Uh, I'm assuming that was you met Paul through the gaming community as well, or because I know you're somewhat,
Yes.
yeah,
So how I met Paul. I was friends. Well, I am. I'm friends with Xbox Jesus, and there was a few others. I don't talk to any of them really anymore, but I'd say I'm still friends with Jesus, but
yeah,
I'm just not as close as I was,
hmm
due to circumstances where I was, in a way, stabbed in the back, unfortunately. But not Jesus, but the people before.
yeah, yeah.
Just true colours showed.
But you're still there for him if he needed you.
Yeah, I talked to him on Twitter, but
Well, there
I
we are
won't
then.
say. Well, we're not close, but if he's like talking like he's having a bad day, I'm like, I hope you're okay. If you want to talk, stuff like that, like everyone does, really.
Of course.
But there's not really, unfortunately, there's not much I can do. He's medically unwell, and I'm not a healer. Can talk to someone, but I can't heal someone.
No, I mean, yeah,
So
that's
unfortunately, there's not much I can do with that. I can be a friend, but I can't be a doctor.
yeah, I know what you mean, mate. I know what you mean.
So
So yeah, Paul and
he
getting into the
was
gaming community in
yeah. So
general.
he had Paul join the party one time, and my ex was having a go at me in the background. My ex Tony, and she was like, "When you gonna get off this?" I was like, I'm just playing with
Playing
like
with your friends.
my friends,"
Yeah,
and they were playing Minecraft,
great game.
and I remember I was doing this. They were doing this map where you got all the achievements. But Paul was doing on every platform.
Every platform.
Yeah, and he was on the Xbox one at this time, or PC, I can't remember. And he was doing the Xbox Minecraft map.
Yeah, yeah.
And we was talking, I was getting to know him. And one day he said to me, he was talking about BG4G Hub. And I said, "Oh, I'm a writer for Rapid Reviews UK."
I didn't know that. I didn't actually know you did that beforehand.
I was a Rapid Reviews UK writer.
And how did you just apply one day for that and
Yeah,
then?
I saw it on the competition, the Christmas competition, and I messaged him and I said, "Look, I know this sounds weird, but how do I become a writer? Like how?" And he asked me to write something,
Mhm.
and I said, "Yeah, sure." So I did. I wrote Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Oh,
I wrote a review on
fantastic game.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and it was so good. He went, "I'm gonna have to put this up. It
Wow.
is really good." Yeah, and he put it up, and he invited me to the team. Unfortunately, when my dad got worse, I left.
Yeah. So it's
Um,
not your yeah.
I just didn't have the time then, and I'd say it was 20. When did Watch Dogs come out?
The first one.
No, no, Legion.
Oh, Legion, that was
Because I've known you. We've known each other now. What, 4 years?
about that since 2018.
So I joined in 2018.
Yeah.
I met Paul in 2017,
Wow.
just after my brother died. No, no, it wasn't. It wasn't. No, it was before my brother died. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Wow. I'm ever so sorry, Lou.
And that's another reason I am the way I am. It's affected me to the point where it's
Yeah. I mean, of course, if anything is a bit too much for you, you don't have to go
yeah,
into it,
no,
dude.
no. And one day, I messaged Paul, and I think I said to him, "Can I? How do I join VG4G Hub?"
Yeah.
And he told me to send him something I've written, and I said, "I've got something I've written for another writing platform. If I can send that," and he said, "Yeah, send it over." So he did, and he said it was really good. I sent it to him. And he invited me aboard, and I wrote I think my next one I wrote for you guys was Watchdog Legion,
Yes, you
and
did
that's the
that.
one that's the one I got sent in through Ubisoft sent it, didn't they? I
Yes, they
emailed
did. I
them
remember now. My
because it didn't go
God.
through for you for some reason, but they sent it when I asked,
You have
and
to pay for it,
they
bastards.
yeah, and they sent it through to me through a they asked for my postcode and address, and they gave me two games, didn't they? They gave me Immortals Phoenix Rising, which I gave to Paul,
Yes, I remember that now. Yeah, yeah.
and Watch Dogs Legion. But at the same time, I won a code
Yeah.
for
I
Watch Dogs Legion,
That's the one. Yes, I remember now.
and I went bollocks. So my brother, he said to me, um, "Give that copy away," and he said, "You don't have to review that." And I said, "No, no, I'll still do it." So I reviewed the copy. I won, and my older brother James got Watch Dogs Legion, which he was grateful for. He still got it. I saw it the other day. It's got promotional copy, do not sell. So technically, I didn't sell it because I hope you don't listen to this, but he got that as a Christmas present, an
Ah, there
extra
we go.
Christmas present. I said, "Yeah, do you want it?"
Oh, there we go. Yeah, technically, you're not selling it. You're gifting it. There's a difference.
Yeah, and he
So,
played it. He was alright.
hmm. No, that's incredible. And obviously, it kind of transitioned from being a writer and everything
To streamer.
to being a
So
streamer. So, how
so
did that
Paul
come
got
in?
me into I always watched multiple YouTubers and stuff like that.
Hmm.
It helped me. It helped me a lot. Through my brother's death and past tragedies that happened in my family and things like that. And I was obsessed with watching people like the Rad Brad, Markiplier, PewDiePie, things like that.
Just
And
very quickly, just want to see if it was like the same wavelength with me because when I was growing up, I would watch people play video games and stream and everything. Um, for me, it felt like someone was there with me. Did you ever get that same like sense? Like,
yeah, because I used to comment on what they're doing. I'm going, "What are you doing?
yeah,
No,
yeah, 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 yeah.
ah,
So yeah,
don't do that." And it'd
yeah,
be like,
no. What are you doing, man? You gotta
"Turn
do it this
around,
way.
turn
Yeah,
around."
yeah. So it
And
feels like they're
my
there.
girlfriend at the time was like, "They can't hear you." I'm like, I know, but it's just so
That's what Heather said
frustrating.
a few times.
You can't hear
They're not
you.
your friend, Tom. I know, but I want to believe.
Oh, but I want them to be my friend. It's so awesome. But
Yeah.
like Markiplier was a big like I was a big fan of Markiplier
Hmm.
and Daz Games. And now like got Super Horror Bro, um just a few Fusion Z. There's a few like YouTubers I used to watch.
Yeah.
And I remember watching some of Paul's videos, which ain't many because for some reason Paul
He never
stopped.
really did, he never really did too many on his YouTube, did he?
Nah, I watched his EA Anthem one and
Yes.
his rant. That was funny.
That was brilliant.
And I watched the BG4G hubs ones as well. To
Oh, well, we did the
which I figured out who you was because I watched your Far Cry no deaths, perma deaths.
Oh, I miss doing those.
Should do them again.
I know, I
Um,
really should.
maybe one day we can have a stream set up for BG4G, not BG4G, LOD.
LOD. Maybe we
BG4G
could.
is not around anymore.
No, no, no. Well, maybe we could, but I'm thinking that, perhaps very quickly on the subject of streaming, we should probably have a nice game of 007 GoldenEye multiplayer.
There ain't no multiplayer for GoldenEye.
What? No, come on. I swear it said online play, didn't it?
No, that's going to be exclusive to Nintendo.
Oh, sod off.
Seriously.
Sod
Yeah.
off.
Yeah. It's
Oh,
exclusive.
come on. Oh, I mean, I
There is
shouldn't.
split screen though.
That's all
So
right.
you and
Okay.
Heather,
That's okay, but I can't
but it's
stream.
not. Yeah, I know. It's.
That's what I was literally saying to Heather at the dinner table. I said, "See, if gaming is coming back, I've got it on the Nintendo 64. I could do it on the campaign for the Nintendo 64. I can do it handheld mode when I'm like traveling down to see my family on the Switch, and I can play with the guys on Xbox Live. It's fantastic." And she's like, "I really don't care."
Yeah, no. Unfortunately, there's an issue where they made it exclusive to Nintendo,
Fuck. Okay,
exclusive to Nintendo Online, which is
balls. Yeah, that's a bit of a kick in the bollocks. But going back to streaming then, now that shattered my dreams. Um,
sorry.
no, it's fine, it's fine.
We
I
can
forgive.
have that next episode we have with Paul. We can have a little bit of a rant for you to say why.
Well, all three of us should have a rant. That's a travesty. All right, okay. So
So
going back to streaming. So obviously you were
Paul got
very
me into streaming.
yeah. So
He
tell us your
he
setup
set
as
me
well
up.
and how it all happened.
He sent me my first mic. He got it for me as a no, he didn't. He got me my first capture card. No, he got me my capture card I use now as a present. And yes, he did buy me my mic. He bought me the snowball.
Oh, is it
Yeti snowball. He
Yeti
bought it as a
Snowball?
gift. And when I asked him how much do I owe you for it, he said nothing.
He's a very generous man, Paul is.
But then when it's because he got me that for my birthday, and I've looked after it so well because it is literally, and he helped me set up everything. 'Cause that's what I said to my brother. Like, if it wasn't for Paul, and I say to my dad all the time, if it wasn't for Paul, I wouldn't be a streamer.
I mean, going on to Paul of how generous he is. I mean, he bought me this webcam
Hmm.
for Christmas, which was just very generous of him because my last PC had the camera poking out the bottom, so everyone's looking at my top. Don't know why. Um, yeah, but on another generous note of his, when he bought his Xbox One X,
Hmm.
he didn't need his Xbox One S anymore. So he said to me, "Here, do you want? I'll sell you this for like 80 quid." And I didn't have an Xbox One at the time. I only had a PlayStation 4. So I pretty much said, "Yo, God, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll send you money, send you money." And then next thing I know, it was at my house, and he sent me a text saying, "I don't want anything for it." So he gifted me the Xbox One One S,
Yeah.
and it was just like it's so incredible because I never had
Paul
the
got me um something like completely awesome for Christmas just gone.
yeah
He got me Venom and Carnage,
yeah.
and they are the coolest thing ever. Like, do you want to see them?
Go right ahead, dude. It's your
Because you
show.
ain't
Show us
seen these, and
everything.
I don't show these to anyone. These are like
These are your prized
rare.
possessions.
Yeah.
What we're going to see here, ladies
This
and
is the
gentlemen, I do
fun part.
apologize for the audio, folks, because Lou is now currently showing us the underneath his bed, which are a few suspicious stains right there. Uh, yeah, but for those who are watching on the YouTube video side of things, you will be seeing
Surprise.
Lou's equivalent to his children, and I am not talking about those suspicious stains. Um, but yeah, we are going to be
Um,
going to be seeing you. We're just literally watching Lou surf through under his Ottoman bed, which I'm quite jealous because I've always wanted an Ottoman bed. This is not turning into a show where I talk about my ideal bedding. And has he found it? No, it can't be that prized possession if he doesn't know where it is. Uh, it's truly just literally just surfing through his bed. This is fantastic. I don't think he knows where they are. So yes, we just want to say thank you ever so much for joining us as well, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning into this Venomous AK themed episode. I'm very proud to be the one who's asking the questions, to be talking to
come
Lou.
on, you fucking get the fuck down.
He's getting crushed by his bed. He's getting crushed by his bed. I am very honored.
Oh
Don't worry,
no, I'm stuck.
Lou. You okay?
Oh, I'm stuck.
He's...
No, come on.
Is he actually stuck? Are you okay? Am I gonna have to
Ah,
call
my head.
999? Oh my God, his
Ah,
hands are stuck. Oh wait, no.
why did these have to be so difficult?
I don't know, mate.
Ow.
I'm
Ow,
very
ow,
honored
ow,
to
ow,
I am very
ow,
honored to actually be
ow.
hosting this with Lou, of course, to have a show talking about him and his life and everything. And he is back. And he's gone. So of course it's a major honor for me. I hope I've done justice for the questions I've come up with him. And Lou is back.
Oh, you could see that on the
Yeah, Lou, I'm
camera.
sorry we could see everything then, mate. We saw you stuck.
Oops.
It's fine. It's fine.
Okay, so he got
Yes.
me.
So show us your venom and carnage.
So, so this is danger on him.
Danger. God.
I'm gonna get a case for these.
Yeah, yeah. Like a nice little
So
display case type thing.
there's Carnage.
That is incredible. That is so cool. Nice little like vial it's in as well.
You can get these in Resident Evil as well, by the way.
Oh, don't tempt me now. I've already got enough shit to fill up this room and I don't have the space.
Of course you have. You've got a shelf there. Get rid of your USSR map. Add another shelf.
My outdated map and completely wrong map according to Paul.
And my favorite, me.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. If we ever wanted to see Lou in a bottle, there it is.
Venom.
Venom.
And on top of that, my girlfriend got me the spider serum,
Did she?
which is as Spider-Man would have become Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty
Just
impressive.
so they basically work together.
Yeah. That's pretty sweet, dude. You must be very proud. You're a very proud dad of those little bottles.
Very
Try
lucky. The
definitely.
thing is, and there's your spider serum.
That is just that is ace. That is cool.
And they're rare as well.
Rare. I mean, has it been like a certain
Um,
amount made in the world or something?
apparently they were used in movies.
Wow.
Yeah, like the one that Paul said he had to get that from a friend who made them for a movie.
Lou, that is a
I
piece of
know.
wow.
It's wicked.
That Jesus, that is really really
And
impressive.
he made me Lucille.
Ah, yes. I think Lucille made an appearance a few episodes ago, didn't she?
I remember. Don't think we were alive. I'm not sure. But yeah, he made Lucille.
Oh, that's
And
beautiful.
believe it or not, that is not actually real barbed wire.
It's convincing work he's done there, though.
He is a master.
Is there anything that guy cannot do other than be
Give
here?
birth.
Give birth. Love it. So obviously you got into streaming and everything. And one of the questions I got here is what and I think everyone who goes into streaming, content creation, writing, they can come into a few struggles in regards to putting in the hours and the hobby itself. So I mean, like for
Mhm.
you, what was like some of the biggest struggles that you've had with streaming or with writing, or I don't think you ever done like video editing or anything, have you?
No.
Don't do it. It's an absolute bitch. So,
I have
uh,
to, I mean, kind of. I did for the TikToks and stuff.
yeah. The TikToks themselves, which by the way, if you haven't seen Lou's TikToks, like little montage of like some clips from the past few shows episodes, Chef's Kiss,
Check out the LOD Perspective
exclusive on TikTok.
only.
So, yeah, some of your biggest struggles you've ever had in regards to
So I
me.
didn't have the support when I was with my ex, and it was always like, just when I asked her to watch me, it was it's not my thing, things like that. Whereas Megan, she won't miss one, which sometimes she does because unfortunately, real life shit
Yeah,
at work and stuff like that. But when she's there, she's there. You can tell she's there.
I mean, she was
Um,
there when we live stream. Was it Skater Ritual?
Scare ritual, yeah.
Brilliant game.
And I think without Megan, I wouldn't be a streamer either. Paul, Megan, biggest, and my brother James are probably the biggest influences for me. They push me to keep going.
That's really incredible.
Um, I don't know.
All
And
right.
sometimes like I've had some issues with like recently we had some issues in my group of friends. Well, was no, I don't really see one of them now, but he started becoming a bit of awkward with the whole streaming thing where it was like fighting over views and stuff like that. And to be me, I don't care. If you don't want to watch, don't have to watch. I do it because there's people out there that watch me and they say if I enjoyed watching you, it helped me. People think like streaming is about becoming famous, becoming rich. If it happens, it happens. But me, I stream to help people,
Mm.
to give them that escape. They get to listen to me scream.
I must admit, Lou, I need to tune into yours, Paul's, and other people's streams a lot more. It's just I just completely forget most of the times. But when I do tune into your streams, they are incredibly fun.
Thanks, man.
That's all
But
right.
that's the thing is, I see all these people going, "Oh, I want to be rich, I want to be famous." Me, I couldn't care. You don't want to watch me, you don't have to watch me. My streams were made for the same reason I watched other people. It helped me escape,
And again,
and it
another
helps
selfless
me as
thing.
well.
Mm.
And sometimes I've had people who jump in, like we have this one that jumps in all the time. You might know her, her name's Voicey, lovely girl. She has a lot of bad days, and she'll come in, she'll go, "Hey, Lewis," I'm like, "Hey, Voicey," And she's like, I'm like, how are you? And she's like, I'm having a bad day. And we will talk on the stream, and people have helped her join my stream. We've all helped her join my stream. That is what my community is about. It's not about building something to then become successful, because the way I see it is being successful is about having someone that you can trust, a community of people that ain't toxic, and someone that's going to help other people. So my community helps, and that's what I'm trying to build. I'm trying to build like a family. People feel safe, can come in and feel happy that they're there, not join, get bullied, and expect me to not say anything. Because if anyone bullies anyone in my streams, they get kicked, they get banned. I don't give them a chance anymore. I used to give people a chance, and it nearly fucked up my relationship.
Yeah.
Girl called Lucy. I was too nice to her, and it nearly ruined my relationship. Paul actually said that if I didn't sort it out, he'd kick me in the balls.
Like literally kick you in the gonads?
Yeah, because it was to the point where he could see it was hurting my girlfriend.
That's how you know you got a good friend right there.
Yeah, he was going to full pelt me in the balls.
He didn't
But
kick you in the balls again,
he,
did he?
no, no, no. He,
Oh,
he
there we
just,
go.
he knew something that I couldn't see.
Yeah.
I was trying to keep my community from falling apart, and I was losing people in my community because of this one girl who had this massive crush on me.
Really?
Yep, she was obsessed with me.
Oh, Lou.
I
Don't know
was
whether.
basically, I had a stalker. She actually turned up to my work
How did she know where you worked?
because someone accidentally told her.
Oh, shit. Oh, bloody
Yeah.
hell, Lou. That could not have been good to have a stalker.
Oh, she wouldn't come over to me. She said I looked intimidating in
So you
person.
had someone who's obsessed with you but refused to go near you because you looked intimidating.
Hmm.
Fuck
She
me,
told me what I
man.
was wearing on that day, where I was, everything. It was creepy. She told me where I worked, location, you name it.
Jesus, man.
It was uncomfortable. And I said to her, "Why didn't you come over and say hi?" And she said, "Because I was scared." And I said, "Good,
Damn, dude, you
because I
are
would have
Venom.
been in so much fucking trouble if you'd have spoke to me."
Shit, Lou.
She's gone now, thank God. But
Yeah, yeah.
she was always in my streams, and the first thing she'd say would be, "Don't see your girlfriend now."
Jesus, that's not. Yeah, that's
And
not
it made
something that
Megan feel
amateurs
like
say.
shit.
No, of course. Jesus,
And
no.
she did nearly fuck up my relationship.
Mm,
But I nearly fucked up my own relationship because I didn't listen.
yeah.
And now, anyone does that shit, Paul gets rid of them. My brother gets rid of them. I don't. Megan throws them out. And
Mm,
I get it. You have a crush on me, fine, but don't try to ruin my life because you want to be with me.
yeah, no, it's not the way to be done. But that is absolutely fantastic, though, that you have got a good, safe netting with your brother, with Paul, who will always be there for you. And again, that
Hmm.
just goes to show what your community that you're building up. And I suppose, in a way, kind of the LOD perspective, because we are a part of your community. I mean, I must admit,
Hmm.
I'm not as big of a part as like your brother or Paul, but of course, I'm always there by your side. I'm
But
there
you've
by.
only just come back. This is new still to you. You're still getting back into
Yeah,
your routine.
true, true. I'm still kind of easing into it.
But
Um,
you never technically left because you're in the community yourself. You're in my Discord, and I need to be a bit more active in that. Um,
I to be admittedly, dude, I need to be more active in the Discord. I need to be more active in the streams, and I need to be more active on the Xbox. You know, so we need to game together.
it's a shame this isn't my player because I would love to play this with you.
That would have been
You and me
brilliant.
running around Disneyland.
Oh, that would have been fucking ace.
Oh no, oh,
Oh,
Disney,
damn.
make it exclusive.
Come on, Disney. You know what to do.
Make us an exclusive mode where we can run around in multiplayer.
Please, I will pay
Consoles
you.
only.
I will pay you extra money.
PlayStation, Xbox, you name it. Just do it.
Mm-hmm.
Even
Just
PC. I don't
yeah,
mind.
don't care. Just make it. Just have it where I could play with Lou. That sounds quite.
Exclusive to everyone.
Now
Let me go
obviously,
up to someone and steal their hat and run off. Give me those Mickey ears. They're mine. I want that Sorcerer's Apprentice.
oh, brilliant. Um, so going back to the questions then, and this is actually
Hmm.
one of the questions I've got here, and you brought it up a few times.
Okay.
Megan, I'm
Hmm.
assuming obviously Megan is your rock, she's your world, and
Everything.
it's
I'd
fantastic to
be
see. It really is
if
fantastic to see.
Megan wasn't here, I'd be dead. Straight up.
I mean,
Her and Paul have got me through some horrible, horrible things.
yeah. I mean, tell the listeners, the viewers more about Meg. Tell us her gaming experiences. I remember you said that you would like to do like a show like what me and Heather did,
Yeah.
with Meg. Yeah, how would
Okay,
you think
so
that would go down?
Megan was one of the best quick scopers back in the day. She was one
Fuck.
of the top. You see some of her, she was on some popular YouTubers as a who would play with her, and they would get completely annihilated by her. But she had a really squeakier voice to what she has now, and it was really funny because I was like, "Oh, that's you." Um, but she's the best quickscoper I've ever seen in my life. Like, I can't beat her. I get one shot lucky, and that's only if I she feels sorry for me, basically. She's
No, no,
taught me
I'm
how to
sure it's
quick scope
skill.
better, but she's like she knows every single point of a map. So like Rust, I couldn't run through Rust without a bullet hitting me.
Rust,
She knew
man.
where I would spawn every time.
Yeah. Rust, Jesus,
I
that
think in 10 minutes she killed me 30 times.
and we got 10 minutes left of the show. I say 10 minutes left of the show, 10 minutes of this damn recording. Well, we can carry on for like a few more minutes to go on about Meg and her gaming experience, or shall we just cut it off here and come back to
Yeah,
part
cut it
three?
off and come
Cut it
back.
off. All right, okay. We'll be back in a minute, folks.
And we're back
And we
again.
are back.
Part
Episode
three.
11, part three. Jesus. So when we left off, like about a
Feels like the
minute ago,
Halloween movies. They never end.
I know, Jesus Christ, Michael Myers comes back. Michael Myers emerges from that curtain right there. So when we
The
left,
venomous wild bunch.
ooh, now that would be a good podcast name or a stream and team name. Um, anyway,
Actually, that's
so
quite good.
that is
Venomous
not
wild.
that is not bad. So when we left off, you mentioned how Meg was one hell of a quick scope back in the day and
Yeah.
still to this day. Talking about her gaming experience and how she's been and much of an influence for you and
Okay, so
yeah.
um yeah, so she was a gamer from basically probably around the same time as me. So because we're basically the same age, but she gets annoyed because I'm 3 months older than her. No, am I 3 months older than her? Yes, I'm 3 months older than her. And she's like, I should be the one that was born in March. And it's like, no.
Well, that's not the way that life has it now, is it? So
Oh.
there's no
But so I'm the oldest, and she's like, by 3 months. I'm like, yeah, but I'm still older than you.
oh yeah, still technically you are older.
I was born first. I was born on Mother's Day. And little fun fact about me, I was born on Mother's Day.
Hmm.
My
Happy
poor
Mother's
mum.
but say Happy Mother's Day to your mum.
Well, it was funny story. Well, no, not really funny story. Sad story. My mum was ill with me as when I was a baby, and they told her that unfortunately I wasn't going to live. That the
Really?
day, yeah, they said that I was going to be born dead.
Oh my God, Lou.
So on Mother's Day, when I was born and I was alive, they called it a Mother's Day miracle, and I was called the miracle. I was a miracle.
That's absolutely wonderful to hear.
Yeah, sad day for me. Not joking.
Oh, oh.
Dark. Dark. Um,
So
and
yeah,
so
yeah.
yeah, she played about the same type of games I played. COD. She knows Spyro, and believe it or not, she's playing this Disney game as well. And she is as much as a gamer as me. She's the one who recommends some of the horror games. She'll find me the worst horror game she can think of. She found me Dread Halls. I hate that game. And that's a VR horror game. She found me the Mortuary Assistant, Poppy Playtime, things like that. So
Yeah.
the games I played are horror related,
So
because of her.
wow, so she's had a major influence in like what you stream and what you
She has
play.
been the most, yeah, she's been supportive. She's pushed me to be better. She's pushing me to do a career. Honestly, that woman has saved my life.
That is
Even
absolutely
though I'm losing my mind, she's keeping me on the straight and narrow.
that's absolutely fantastic to hear. You know.
Most of my setup, the whole setup I'm using right now, the mic, everything
So tell us
was.
about your setup as well then. That Meg got for you.
She got me two monitors, Asus 4K.
Beautiful.
Um, this beautiful tower. The
Can you
thing
tell
is,
us can you tell us the specs?
I don't know. She wouldn't let me. She wouldn't tell me. No, I couldn't tell you, unfortunately, because
Oh,
she didn't tell me.
oh.
She built it with Paul, and then when she went to buy it, everything Paul said, oh, that would be better, but that would be fine. She then,
Took it to the better.
yeah, and he was like, fucking hell, you went a bit over the top, don't you think? So my setup didn't have to be updated for about a year, about 10 years.
Beautiful. Absolutely
So,
beautiful.
and the best thing about PC gaming is we can just buy a piece, replace it, boom.
It is pretty sweet, isn't it?
Welcome to the family.
I know. I absolutely love mine. And again, that's from my partner, my wife. So
And that
no.
weird. Both of our partners made our lives better.
I know they really have. So
Mm.
also speaking about our partners, because in the past and on the downloads that you can watch right now, lovely listeners and viewers, um, I did a show where I introduced Heather into the gaming community. It was a couple of years ago, this was now, where I spoke about the gaming community, and I had her opinion on gaming and everything about me and my collection, everything, blah 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 blah. And I remember Paul, Lou, you said that you would like to do an episode with you and Meg. Yeah. Any
Yeah.
possibility for
Or
that
even
actually
her as a
taking?
guest, where
Of
we can all
course.
ask her questions. Because I don't know. I don't know really what I would ask.
Well, I mean, have you suggested that to her and what she said?
I think so, yeah. I think she said, oh, I'd love to come on this. She says I could bully you with the others. And I was like, yeah.
Perfect. Perfect. That'd be guest number three then. God, getting there, aren't we, with the guests? Um,
Yeah.
Brilliant. No, so Megs has been an absolute one hell of an anchor for you to keep going. She's been there for you by your side, along with Paul and your brother, and
Hmm.
everyone else you set up with. Apologies. That was BBC News just shooting itself then. Um, so a lot of support and love goes towards you from Megan, and it's really fantastic to hear that considering that you've had, as you've told us, that you've had some dodgy relationships that didn't go particularly well, and now that you got someone who bought you,
Well, so basically, last year there was a lot of issues. My ex was trying to ruin things, and and I was just my trust issues were like
yeah,
up and down. And Paul said to me, um, just stay single. If it's really that too much, stay single. But when he finally met Megan, he said, I'm glad you didn't listen to me. 'Cause and they get along really well. Now, when Paul met Tony, Tony was quiet, and it was a little bit awkward.
mm. I mean, just from our interactions, you and me, I can tell a difference between you now to back then.
Well, I was controlled back then.
Yeah. I mean,
I
Jesus,
was
now.
told what to do. Um, if I wanted to game, it had to be something she wanted to watch, Sims or something like that. I can remember staying up one time playing the Disneyland Adventures, and she going, "What the hell? Have you seen the time?" I'm like, "I know, but I was just doing this mission. Go to bed. It's 2 o'clock in the morning." And I'm like, "Fine, it's fine." And it was like she wasn't like the worst, but
She wasn't
like
helpful.
she just when it came to like she she took from me a lot that I will never get back, something I can never ever in this world get back.
Yeah.
And that was my last day with my brother. There was a party that I was meant to go to. It was
Nick,
on
I wasn't
three
too
days.
sure if you wanted to bring this up. That's why I kind of was kind of like dodging around this, whether or
Hmm.
not you wanted to bring up the unfortunate death of your brother. So, I mean, we can brush over this if you want. It's completely up to you, dude.
Yeah. So, um, she wasn't really in the mood to go to the party, and I just had an operation, and that was my perfect excuse. But my brother knew that I was excited to see him,
Yeah.
and I then changed my mind and said, "Oh, I can't come because of this operation now." I knew that I would be all right, and he knew I'd be all right, but he started to see that everything was very controlling, and he
Okay.
even said he kind of just started to see that it was either her way or no way,
Yeah.
and I kind of just got to the point where I just gave up, just didn't care anymore, and I went through stuff that made me into a person where I wasn't proud of myself. Wasn't proud to be where I was. And when he died, and I remember telling her, I have actually still got the text that I basically sent her because we were arguing. I wanted her to be friends with one of my exes because yeah, it sounds bad. It does sound bad, but it wasn't that kind of ex. It was someone that I'd been friends with for a very long time, and it didn't work as a relationship. So we
Yeah.
became really good friends. And she didn't like that. And I said to her, like, I just want you to meet her. And anyway, we were arguing, and I said, fine, leave it. And at the time we were arguing, an hour later, my brother passed away. And I just found out. And I messaged her saying gibberish. It was pure and utter gibberish. I can't remember what it said. It
You don't have to
said,
go. You don't have to go into it if you don't want to, though, Lou. Again, I don't want to.
I'm used to this now. I've
No,
said
no.
this so many times, but it was like gibberish, and it said Darren is dead because I basically tried to call her and she refused all my calls to the point where I was getting angry because I needed her, and she just kept rejecting my calls over and over and over again. And I said like I need you to like, answer this phone, and she wouldn't. She refused to answer this phone call. And she was like, I'm on the phone to Jess, which was her best friend, or is her best friend. And her best friend is just fakest friend you could imagine
Okay.
because she's not a nice person. And I remember my response being, fuck Jess, because I needed her more than her friend needed her.
Well, of
And
course.
she had a go at me. And she said, see, why do you expect me to give your friends a chance when you slag off my best mate? And I wrote that.
A little bit blurry. A little bit back. Oh, Jesus Christ! I'm ever so sorry.
And I asked her not to leave me alone, but she said, I'm going to give you some space because my best friend's coming down. And I was on my own through the first few days on my own, and I learned to do it on my own. And then I basically, it was too late when she wanted to finally help me.
Lou, I'm really sorry, mate. Really, really am.
So that affected my relationship because I gave up after that. I saw the true colors then. And when she said that, she tried to help me, it's like, you fucking liar. Because I've
Yeah.
got messages proving that you chose your best friend over your partner. Now, I didn't care if anything happened before. Like, I never stopped her seeing her friends or anything, but it was at the point where I needed her and it was important to me.
Oh,
And
Jesus, it'd be
she,
important to anybody.
and she also took his last day from me. So I never got to say a final hello or bye or have one last picture of him. And I think I punish myself every day for 5 years now because I can never get that back. That's it. And I know he knew I was lying to him because his partner told me he knew you lied to him. So my last conversation was a fucking lie.
Oh, Lou, you really shouldn't blame yourself or beat yourself up over this. I mean, it's
So that's why
easy.
when I see people argue with their family, I'm like, don't go to sleep angry. Don't go to sleep on the argument because
Yeah.
when you wake up, you don't know what's going to happen. And I fear death. I fear the loss of, like when Paul was telling me he's not well, I actually asked him not to die.
Really?
Yeah, I said I really lost a brother. I don't need to lose another. I am petrified about getting old. It scares me because I know you get older, people die. And that is my fear. And that affects my mental health. That I suffer with nightmares because of that.
Mm, mm.
So unfortunately, I'm always battling that side.
So when it comes
And
to birthdays, is it
it's
not a joyous occasion?
no, because it was 2 days before his.
Oh shit.
His is the 7th, I'm the 9th. So the first one, I didn't celebrate.
Yeah. And it's
So
understandable, Lou.
yeah, it was hard.
I mean, how are you now after all these years have gone by with the relationship change with with difference in your life, obviously getting better and everything. You got a close community around you. How are you now upon reflection about your brother? Would you say you're in a better place?
Sort of, yeah, because of Megan, because of Paul. If I had them back then, I'd be a different person today.
You're a very good person now, though.
I'd have been better. I would have been able to let go. But I'm got even told today at my um, psychiatrist meeting that I haven't accepted his death. 5 years. I haven't accepted it. But that's because I was close with my brother and he's one of the reasons I'm a gamer.
Yeah,
He introduced me to Spider-Man. He introduced me to games like Spyro. I used to watch him play Max Payne. That's why I'm obsessed with them making Max Payne again. Silent Hill. I remember one time I was 6 years old, and he was playing Silent Hill 2 with Pyramid Head. And you played as that guy with the blonde hair and the leather jacket thing. And he said to me one day I woke up, he went, boy, I met that Pyramid Head again. I went, oh, what? I wanted to see him. And he went, sorry, he said, he went, yeah, he's got a massive pyramid on his head and massive axe. I was like, oh. And I mean, there was a time where I picked up my brother James's controller on Resident Evil. He was playing Code Veronica.
nice.
And yeah, and he only went out to meet a girl. but he left the controller on the floor. It was on pause because he was trying to play the whole game without saving it. And it was on PlayStation 2, and I unpaused it. He was on the plane with the tyrant. You have to
Mm-hmm.
press the handle down and knock it down. He didn't save it. So you tell me what happened.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I died.
No.
I died. No save. And then instead of going to checkpoint, I turned off the, the console.
You lost everything.
Oh yeah, he wasn't happy.
Oh,
He was.
Lou.
Yeah, my brother James was not happy. So if I pick up one of his games now, like the other day when I was at his house, I went to his friend Akbar, watch this. So I grabbed his controller. I was playing Xbox um on his on his Xbox on his Series X, and I went like, watch this. I was switched over to Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and took him 2 seconds to go, the fuck do you think you're doing? He went, no, because you'll fuck up my score. You'll fuck my game up. He took it off.
Lou. All
So
these years later.
he still won't let me touch one of the games he's playing.
Jeez, man.
He
That's
said, don't you fucking touch that. You can play anything else, but not that. I was like, all right, sorry. I was like, oh, he still remembers.
he'll get you back. He'll get you back.
Oh, he has many times. Many times.
He'll probably get you back some hell of a lot more.
Yeah.
Um, so going to some other questions. I mean, I think we could probably wrap this up soonish because I mean, I think we've been going for a fair amount of time. But
Yeah.
I got a few left.
Okay.
So any just pick one from random. Any advice for anyone out there who is considering starting streaming? That's some advice for growing.
Okay. Don't look for numbers. If you don't enjoy it, don't bother
Yeah,
because streaming is hard work. It isn't a quick stroll in the park. You do have to put effort into it. Talk to your people, talk to your viewers, become friends with them, get to know them. If they're having a bad day, help them. Don't just sit there and like look at me. Like I'm a nervous wreck. I'm I'm a mess, but I will still put all my effort into helping someone else. If you can see that you can help, do it. If they want you to play a game because it helps them, play it.
yeah,
Like I've had people go, "Oh, could you play?" Someone's playing a game for me on their channel because it just helps, and he's playing Code Veronica Lee, and he done that in memory. Well, no, he done that for my brother.
sweet.
Whereas, like, so if you can help, help, but don't look at numbers. You look at numbers, you start to worry, and just enjoy it. It takes time, but enjoy it. Like, look, I'm not a big streamer. I'm still small, but I enjoy it. I haven't done it this because of respect to Her Majesty the Queen.
Mm-hmm.
God rest her soul.
Mm-hmm.
But I will be going back to it and enjoy the games. Get into looking at pages like Lurkit, Keymailer, get codes, play games so that people can see, interact with developers and producers and stuff like that. Get to know people, make friends, make contacts, and you'll enjoy it even more because you'll make your name bigger. Look at making something that someone else doesn't. Like me, I'm a horror gamer and I scream a lot.
Classic staple in the Venomous AK catalog right there. So I mean that is some very sound advice that you advice you gave people there, Lou. A lot of stuff which people should really take away, even people who are currently doing it. Just a nice little reminder to enjoy what they're doing, not just look at the numbers.
Yeah.
All right, last two questions. This one, you said you like horror and everything,
Hmm.
but let's see if this appears in your top three games that you can think of from the top of your head and reasons why. These, whatever, could be any genre, could be any game whatsoever. Just give us
Top three.
top three. It doesn't have to be in any particular order. Just three games which either has made a huge impact in your life. Like for me, the BioShock trilogy. When I finished those, I felt like there was an emptiness inside of me, you know? So
Okay.
just three games which you love
Okay.
for any
The
reason.
Spyro trilogy, um, Resident Evil collection, and the Gears of War collection.
Really? So any particular reason why Spyro, Resident Evil collection, and Gears of War?
Spyro was one of the games. So I'm got my first PlayStation 1 through a friend of my dad's called Terry. He had sons, can't remember his son's name, and it was a long, long time ago. And they were playing a game called Sarge's Heroes. So Army Men, Sarge's Heroes
Yeah,
3,
yeah, I've
and
seen
then they
those.
started playing Spider-Man. And I they like let me play, and I was like, this is amazing. Like, and I was like, I think I was 4. I was a little, and then Terry said to the boys wanted to give me a PlayStation and all these games, and I was like, and my dad went really, like, and he went yeah, and I was like I've got a PlayStation. And it was amazing. See, I don't hate PlayStation. I just don't like how they've changed.
It's just this generation.
Yeah, and to be fair, fanboys have ruined it.
Yeah, that's very true.
And Spyro was in that collection. It was Spyro Year of the Dragon.
Very
And
nice.
that game is, I can play that game over and over again. But I
I
could never
have
complete it as a kid. Just could never complete it. And then one day, when they brought the trilogy out, the Reignited trilogy, I finally completed it. And I was like, oh my God, I've never seen this ending. And it was like, wow. So it's like, oh my God, I can't believe I fucking completed it after what, 20 years?
wow. It's incredible, dude.
No, it wouldn't be 20 years. No, it was 4.
Uh,
Um,
quite a few years then.
15 years? Yeah.
Wow.
I was like, wow, I've completed it after 15 years.
So Resident Evil and Gears of War, any particular reason or just
Resident Evil was the games I watched my brothers play.
mm,
Max Payne and Silent Hill and Resident Evil and the Splinter Cells were their
yeah.
games. And Need for Speed was Darren's games. Darren was more the driving games as well. So he got me into cars. But when he died, I kind of lost all that knowledge I had.
Yeah.
I'm getting it back because Megan's an obsessed with, like, she's a proper car junkie. She knows her cars.
I know fuck all, to be honest, I must admit.
Don't worry, she'll teach you.
I can drive. It's just, if you're having me try and like test the oil, I'll probably end up testing the fucking water. What was that? Did
My
you just?
phone
Oh, I thought
just,
you dropped the log then.
Jesus, did you see what Paul ate?
Why is it on WhatsApp? I put my phone on silent, so.
So look at that. That's the fish
Jesus
and chips.
Christ, Paul.
Right? Look, like this is look at it. There's him with it,
Oh my God.
and then watch. No, that's me. This man is a fucking legend. Look at
He
that. He
finished
ate.
the whole lot?
Oh, I want that.
Jesus.
Looks like he's having a good time though.
Good for him. Good for him.
God deserves it.
Definitely. Um, I got two. Oh
And
yes, and Gears of
Gears of
War.
War was my stepdad.
He got you into it.
When, yeah, I remember walking in when he first got the Xbox 360. I was 13,
Yeah.
and I remember walking in, and I was so obsessed with it. I wrote the script for Gears of War 2 in English class. That's how much I knew about it. The entire script. So
Lou, I don't
satisfying.
know if Stubbs can even do that.
Yeah, I wrote the entire script and read it out, which
Lou, that is
got
immense.
it was awkward. I could
No,
never do that now. It was just
thanks.
was obsessed with wanting to be an actor, and I did the whole fucking script. And then people were sitting there going,
What the fuck's going on?
"This is English class, not drama." Year seven should not be playing a fucking 18 plus game, and I'm reading the entire script in an English class for a year
It's
seven.
fine. Kids in year seven nowadays are playing bloody Poppy's Playtime, aren't they? So,
Yeah, so well, I wouldn't call that
okay.
18.
Well,
But he was playing Gears of War, and
incredible.
he he basically got me into Gears of War. So I have got some good memories of me and my stepdad. And
Yeah.
I remember one time where I got Gears of War. We played one, two, and three together, and we also done the Halos. We
I
done
need to play
Halo
those.
3 and ODST
Hmm.
and Reach. Yes, we did Reach as well. And I remember one time I was nearly mugged when I was 15. Me and my friends were nearly mugged, and Gears of War 2 was what we played to calm me down.
Yeah. Wow. So Gears has another one which has a lot of great memories for you and a special place in your heart.
Yeah, yeah,
All right. Well, Lou, I've only got two questions. The last, these are pretty much very quick ones now before we sign off for tonight. Again, thank you ever so much for doing this with me. Uh,
sorry it went a bit dark. When it comes to my
no, no, no,
brother,
no.
it's a struggle.
I know we got 10 minutes, so we'll finish up with 10 minutes then. Because bollocks to record another bloody recording. So again, thank you, dude. I
Part
know.
four. Yeah, go on.
Again, thank you. It's been brilliant. I've enjoyed this. I hope you have as well, and I hope it kind of
Yeah,
helped to talk about
it
this. And
does. It does. Talking does help.
of
And
course, I'm
people don't want, like, my inboxes are open. This is for anyone that wants to talk, even if you're going through abuse, because I know what it feels like, and then you're looking like the bad guy because the thing is, I don't wish any harm to my ex, and I hope she has a good life. But
you were there.
yeah, I saw what she did.
Yeah. But again, thank you ever so much for opening up to us about all this. Yeah, it's been eye-opening for me, and I'm pretty sure it'll be eye-opening for anybody else who listens to this. And but two last little questions now.
Yep.
One, do you have any other upcoming projects that you've been thinking about doing, or are you just pretty
Mm.
much very happy doing what you're doing right now?
So I'll be in the DAS class tomorrow,
Of course, that will
which
be the
would have been
14th.
already, yeah. So that's already been done. If you want to check it out, Daz has it on Twitch, and I'm sure it goes on to Spotify and things like that. I'm not too sure. He's bringing it back. So if
Perfect.
you want to check out UK Dazarus at Twitch, and I'm part of the Daz class tomorrow. So he invited me along, and I said, yeah, that'd be awesome. And I
Perfect.
said, yeah, you can bully me like Paul and Tom does. Um,
Uh, but any other things that you're doing, working on?
yeah, me and Paul are gonna be live streaming for LOD and Venomous AK at
EGX.
EGX.
That was my
Hmm.
second. That was the actual second question I was going to have. I was going to be like, explain to us what's going to happen at EGX. So go ahead, take it away, dude. We got 7 minutes and 44
And I will
seconds.
be doing more series on the on Twitch, which hopefully once my internet's sorted and I've got a better picture, which I should now because I've sorted it. Got the engineer coming out tomorrow. I'll be putting because I'm gonna ask Paul to teach me how to edit, or I can figure it out myself. Poor guy does enough for me. um, but putting them on YouTube and like just TikToks and stuff onto you know Twitch, and I'm gonna be doing some more for the LOD, and hopefully get some interviews for us for the LOD. I've got one lined up. We got Lucas coming back as well, which I
Perfect.
need to I need to email him about
Hmm.
for Halloween. I think we should do one on Halloween,
Well, it
the
is
day
next.
of Halloween.
It is next month, and I
Oh
believe
no, we
Halloween.
can't. That's my anniversary.
Well, we could do a Halloween special like a day or two before or after.
Yeah, I know that's fucked, isn't it? My Halloween is my anniversary.
This
Talk
is
about fucking
Halloween.
horror.
It's all right, dude. Just play,
That's how you could tell we're obsessed with horror.
just do a little bit. Um,
Um,
yeah, no. So some good things, some big things coming up for you in the future. Then, but EGX. I mean, how is that actually going to work then?
so
Because you and
yes,
Paul are going to EGX, aren't you?
so it's over 4 days. Starts on the 22nd. Um, and because Paul hasn't heard this yet, probably going to get him a present there and yourself.
No, don't get
Um,
me anything.
I know it's just me, so I am. Um, and there'll be things like the Steam Deck's going to be there, so Paul can check it out. The new Call of Duty's going to be there. Street Fighter's going to be there, the new one. And there's
Hmm.
loads of things there. The last time it was a bit meh, but there was it's going to be a lot bigger this time, and it's going to be exciting. There's also going to be an after party, which is going to be cool. And we're going to be live. We're going to see Indie Gamer there, That Mama Rocks, Xbox Jesus. There's just a few
So
people
is
that
it
I'm
going to be
looking
like a
forward to.
whole live stream show with you and
Yeah,
Paul?
I've kind of got a creator pass, so I have to.
This is incredible. So literally, is it going to be
So
you and Paul?
yeah,
So it's going to be you and Paul. Let me just try and get this right in my mind now. So it's going to be you and Paul live streaming like an LOD Perspective episode live at EGX. Oh my,
yes,
wow. That's quite bonkers if you ask me.
it's crazy. It is, yeah.
Pretty crazy.
It'll be
Like,
on his Mask Mayhem UK, obviously.
yeah, we'll once we get all the details and everything, we'll be posted out and
Yeah.
shit. But damn, that's pretty impressive, dude. So a
Mm.
lot of stuff to come up for the LOD perspective, and of course with Lou with his live streaming and everything. We got little under 5 minutes left. Lou, anything else you want to say before we finish this interview?
If you wanna be a content creator, clip, play games that people will enjoy. Horror, recommend. Be yourself. Don't put on a fake persona because it's just not worth it. Don't think about money. Don't think about fame. Think about what you're doing for other people. Don't be selfish and look after your community.
Strong words right there, ladies and gentlemen, from Venomous AK Lewis Langton. Thank you ever so much again for agreeing to do this, dude. I'm glad we recorded it because it would have been fucking weird doing a live stream and cutting it into 3 or 4 segments.
Yeah. Be back me, guys.
Nah, it's been brilliant. So again, Lou, thank you ever so much, buddy.